apology. Apology is not associated with the police or any other organization, but rather is a way for you to tell people what you have done wrong and how you feel about it. Talk for as long as you want. Thank you.
What would you apologize for?
I'm a transit cop. I want to apologize for throwing all the bums off my train.
Mom, Dad, I'm really sorry. I don't love you. I'm sorry, and I got my girlfriend pregnant. I'm sorry, because I'm white and female and rich.
This is the story.
Back in 1980, Allan Bridge got the idea to start a phone line that would allow people to call in unidentified and apologize for their sins or wrongdoings.
He posted flyers around New York City with the phone number, and soon calls started pouring in. Thousands of people started revealing their deepest, darkest secrets, from theft to even murder. The project is now being documented in the new podcast, The Apology Line, and it's narrated by Allan's widow, Marissa Bridge. She joins us this morning. Marissa, thank you for being with us.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
So talk about how this all started. This is, long before the internet. This is someone hanging up flyers and someone leaving a message on a line. Why was your husband motivated to do this?
Well, he was an artist, and he grew up in Washington, D.C., and was a painter. And then he made machine sculptures, and the machine sculptures had a moral issue involved in them. And the last one he made was called Crime Time. And in it, he felt it was a personal confession because he had been a shoplifter since he was a kid. And after he'd made that machine, he felt better. So he was looking for a way to help other people feel better. And in 1980, he came up with the idea of using a telephone and an answering machine and collecting people's calls.
So would he listen to these messages as they came in?
Sometimes he did. He did have to work and eat and sleep sometimes, but basically the line was running 24/7 in our living room.
Huh. And it sounds like he became frustrated because it took him a bit of a turn where people seemed to be calling in not to atone for their sins, but because they were bragging. Is that accurate?
Yes, people used it for all kinds of reasons. Some people made sincere apologies, and other people would brag about crimes they'd committed, whether true or not true. There was quite a lot of posturing on the line. Back in the 1980s, New York City was a very, very rough place. The city had gone bankrupt, almost bankrupt in the 70s. So there was a lot of crime, the crack epidemic. So a lot of people were using the line, some to apologize and some to just brag, as you say.
I can't imagine you're sitting in your living room, this machine's going off. I mean, talk about some of the most disturbing things you might have heard and whether you felt like you should call police.
Well, right from the get-go, someone called and said they committed a murder. They said they'd picked up a homosexual man and robbed and murdered him. And that corresponded to an actual crime that had been committed in New York City about a week before. Mm-hmm. So in spite of Allan saying on the poster that he wasn't involved with the police or religious organizations, he had to get involved with the police actually right away in the first couple of weeks. And he did. And that's in the first episode of the podcast, how he dealt with that. But criminals called for the entire 15 years of the program.
Did this embolden him because he felt like he was doing something good, or did it cause him to deteriorate because he's listening to all these horrible things day after day?
That's a great question. I think it emboldened him in the early years, and then by the end of his life, he had 3 telephone lines and a voicemail box system, and the line was just overwhelming, and it was running 24/7. People were calling from all over the world, day and night. So it just ended up swamping him. When you have the world's confessions coming into your phone lines, you're one person, you really can't handle it. And it did take over him and swamp him.
Wow.
And he eventually stopped doing this. And I read he died tragically, which is so horrible, in an accident, correct?
Yes, he actually never stopped the line. He kept the line going. And he died in a scuba diving accident in the Shinnecock Inlet in Long Island, New York, where he was coming up from a dive and hit by a jet ski at 50 years old.
Do you know if anyone is doing this type of a thing now in this age of the internet? Obviously, you wouldn't be calling an answering machine, but I wonder if he inspired anyone else.
There have been some apology lines over the years that have come and gone. I don't know if anyone's doing it right now, but one thing that's been missing from all the lines since Allan's death is a person like him to really devote their lives to running it. It's not the same to just leave a message on an answering machine or write something down on Facebook. You really need the personal involvement of someone who cares. And he cared deeply about the idea of apology and the concept of forgiveness. And he made it his life's work. And unless you have that kind of commitment, it never lasts. It's very much needed, but I don't think there's anything that can compare at this point.
Well, you can listen to it on the podcast. It's called The Apology Line, available now on Wondery and Apple Podcasts. For more information, you make sure to check out apologyline.com. Marissa, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, and a shout out to my sister Lisa. Hi, Lisa, in Woodstock.
Oh, there we
right,
go.
Woodstock.
All right, Woodstock. What? Thanks, Marissa. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.